Greetings, armed Lutherans. How in the world are you? I am your host, Lloyd Bailey, the Armed Lutheran, and this is our monthly online hangout for... Hang on. I'm hearing myself echoing in my ear, so sorry about that. This is our Reformation Gun Club online hangout. You've heard us... you've heard me mention this on the program every week. And basically what we do, we hang out with the cast. Interestingly enough, I did about 3 minutes of this show before I realized that I wasn't on the air and I had not pushed the go live button. So how in the world are you? It's been that kind of a week for me. What we do here, if you're new, if you've never watched one of these things, is we hang out with the cast. Hopefully our schedules align and we can all get together. Got Pastor John Bennett and Mia Anstein and Sergeant Bill Sylvia. Hopefully will join us tonight. If not, we will forge on ahead without them. What we do is we hang out with hopefully members of the cast, hopefully members of the Reformation Gun Club, the good folks who support the show every week. As I mentioned on the show every week, we are listener funded. We don't have any advertising. We don't have any sponsors. We are supported by our members, the members of the Reformation Gun Club. And this is one of the perks of membership, is coming and hanging out with us every week, or every month. So thank you all to the members of the Reformation Gun Club. We're going to do something. Well, here, let me mention, for those of you who are not members, let me show you how to become a member. If you have not checked it out before, go to armedlutheran.us/gun club. Check out all the membership levels, check out all the benefits, see if that's something you would be interested in doing. If you want to support the show and take advantage of all the benefits that are available, you can find it there or in the show notes for this or any of our previous videos and episodes. We are doing something a little bit different today. In addition to just hanging out and chilling with the members of the gun club, we're going to do a giveaway here in about 30 minutes or so. I will be joined by a helpful assistant who will help me draw some names, and we're going to be giving away some stuff. I thought we'd do that, try to do that maybe quarterly or twice a year, something like that. Just thought it would be something different, something fun for us to do today. So we'll be giving away some stuff in a little while. Before we get all that started, how in the world was your week? This is how my week's turned out. I am breaking into the Father's Day gift. That is the bottle of Screwball peanut butter whiskey. That was like I said, a Father's Day gift and a recommendation from Pastor Larry Bean. Yes, I'm loading up. It's been one of those weeks. And we've got our first member joining us. Hey, it's Carol. California. How are you, sir?
Turn it up.
There we go. My wife absolutely loves that Screwball whiskey.
Oh, it's so good. And it's been one of those weeks, so I definitely need it. We're not releasing an episode this week because work this week was insane. I'm doing like 4 different projects at work, and all of them are screaming to have stuff done. And one of them that I thought was going to be done by now is the customer screaming for more stuff and complaining about things. So cheers.
She's actually headed toward where we keep the booze.
So how have you been?
I've been good. Work's
Good.
been really good. I got moved to a different part of NASA, and I'm enjoying the heck out of it.
Nice. Hey, Pastor Drew Newman is with us. There he is. How are you, Drew?
I'm okay.
How have you been?
Well, not too bad. Just kind of busy.
I hear you.
We got a conference coming up this week. We've got a conference.
I'm gonna have to mute Calroy. I'm gonna have to mute you. The background noise is interfering just a bit, so I'll bring you back in here in a second. Drew, continue. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. Now we've lost Drew. That's all right.
I'm also having trouble with my Wi-Fi, so I just turned the Wi-Fi on. Maybe that's better.
It is. I can see you now. I can hear you. All right. Let's see if Calroy, we can get his unmuted. Got a little background. Still got a little background noise. I didn't know, Calroy, I didn't know you were at NASA, Calroy.
Only for about 3 years. I was working for the Air Force before that.
There we go. Drew has a different
very lucky man.
Yes. Drew has a different libation going on. What are you digging into?
Cilantro lime rice.
Nice little hearty evening snack.
Yeah. I didn't eat much dinner, so I've got to have something in my tummy before I go to bed.
And what's on tap for you tomorrow?
Divine Service 1, 9th Sunday after Pentecost. Preaching God's word.
Excellent. Divine Service setting 1. Good heavens, it's been so long since we've done Divine Service setting 1. We do Divine Service, we do setting 3 most of the time, and very rarely do setting 4. And it's been probably 10 years since I've been through setting 1. I don't even remember what's different. It seems like the churches that I've been members of, or a member of, have always picked one that the congregation likes, and they kind of stick with it. And we do where I am now, we do setting 3, and in North Carolina, we sort of rotated them. I don't remember what the rotation was, but most of the time it seems like it's been setting 3. But
yeah, I like setting 3 better, but we usually rotate between 1 and 3. I don't know why.
Is it in the bylaws?
I think so. My seminary student, one of my members who's a seminary student, asked me that last week, and I said, I don't know. I mean, we went when we had TLH, we used 5 and 15.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought, well, I think the church I came to was doing it. I continued to do it, and probably don't have any reason for doing it. I prefer 3 and would use that all the time if I could. So
3 is it? Remind me. 3 is more like
page 15.
Yeah, the old 1941 hymnal.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I learned on when I first was a baby Lutheran. We had the old red hymnals, and then when everybody switched, it freaked everyone out.
So anyway, that was what they had when I became a Lutheran too. So, and then we went to the new hymnal back in we went to Lutheran worship just about the time I went to seminary, about 1980 or thereabouts. And then I guess right around 2000, we went to the Lutheran service book. So
we had seems like the first Lutheran church I was a member of when we were baby Lutherans, they every now and then, and I don't know why, they would switch to the Lutheran worship, and it just completely screwed everybody up. I don't know whether they had like the contemporary service that was used to it, or they had another group, a younger group that was used to it, and so they would try to mix it in with the older bunch. And I always liked hanging out with the older bunch anyway, so that's the service that I went to. And whenever the old 1941 hymnal advocates her, we were doing the blue hymnals. Everybody kind of was like, oh, it was so different and so hard for everybody to get used to. And then when the new service book came out, it was so much better. It brought a lot more comedy to the group. Not comedy, sorry. There was a little comedy too, I admit.
I'm sure there was, yeah.
So let's see. What have you guys been up to this week? I have been kind of crazy with work and haven't really paid attention to anything that's going on. What have you guys been paying attention to this week? Watching any Olympics? Maybe some Olympic women's soccer?
I wanted to watch the trap shooting.
Oh, yes. That's right.
I wanted to. They don't broadcast that. The last one, I believe our first gold medal, was a young lady who wanted a trap.
Yeah, Kim Rhodey is amazing, and she's won how many gold medals in a row, and she gets absolutely no publicity.
I want to say 4, like for 16 years.
Yeah, it's an amazing run, and she gets absolutely no recognition from the media, and the bunch of anti-American kneeling harpies on the women's soccer team get all the press.
I do, however, want to acknowledge I saw 2 women standing, and you know that in the background they're being bullied. And they're being pressured to kneel, and they still stood. So for those 2,
good for them. Yeah. I really don't understand the whole idea of hating your country so much that you would disrespect the flag, but wearing the flag on your uniform and competing for your country. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Well, if they recognize the shooters, then that would probably promote further violence and mass shootings.
So we can't have that.
So you can't recognize that there's anything like a gun that they might use in sports.
Yeah.
Well, they're even talking about, I believe, the biathlon going from air guns to lasers. And they used to actually be firearms. When I was a kid, they were 22 rim fires.
That's the one the hockey and what is it, the
biathlon,
the biathlon, where they're doing all the skiing and then they have to stop and shoot. That's an amazing sport. I actually love watching that. Other than that, those 2 sports is pretty much it for winter. I don't pay attention to summer sports at all. I
like the curling.
A lot of excitement.
Curling is good with scotch.
Right. I actually went when I got into the line of work I'm currently in, the first company I worked for in North Carolina had a big client in Winnipeg, Canada. And I was the rep that would go up and talk to their employees and their IT people and kind of plan everything out. And I was there for like a week one time in the middle of winter. And just for giggles, there was a place right across the street from the hotel where I was that it was a curling club. And I was like, okay, let's check this out. And it's like a bowling alley, except it's cold. And they're all playing. There's like 10, 12 lanes of curling. And you can sit up in this balcony area and drink beer and eat pizza and watch them play. And it was the most boring sport ever, but it was like, okay, whatever. This is Canadian bowling, I guess, or bocce ball, basically on ice. It was weird, but
we do very well every year, thanks to Michigan, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Bocce ball is a lot more fast moving, though.
It is.
Also, a lot of times there's beer involved with bocce ball.
Yeah, that's true.
There was quite a bit of beer being slung about at that curling rink. So maybe not down on the ice, but the guys watching upstairs were. And maybe that's what makes it more interesting. You get half baked and watch a game, and it's all good. There was another sport. I do wish they would show more of the shooting, though. It's a shame that we don't get to see more of Kim Rody and the other trap shooters.
I have to ask though, if I don't know how to pronounce your first name.
You can call me Calroy.
Calroy? Are you going incognito? I'm just curious. I can't see your face.
No, the light is behind me on the fireplace. Otherwise, it casts really weird light on the television and on my gaming television and on my wife's gaming television.
And then he would look, he'd be so washed out, it would look angelic.
This is I'm just trying to save your monitors.
It's like you see that Far Side cartoon where they've got the guy that's coming in from the gangsters, and he's going to reveal everything about the gangsters, and he's agreed to talk because no one can see his face. And the janitor
and the guy comes in, turns the light on,
flips the light
on. I love the Far Side. Absolutely love it. I'm glad he's coming back. Hey, we got some others paying attention. Hey, it is Ed Furman finally made it to one of these from the beginning. Greetings from Round Lake Beach, Illinois. Ed, thank you for joining us and being with us. Glad you're here, and thank you for your support. Let's see. Kevin from where is Kevin from? He's in Northwest Missouri. I can't remember what part of Missouri. It's not Holt. First hangout I've attended since before COVID. Holy cow, Kevin. I mean,
is that Kevin or Melvin?
Kevin Wright.
Oh, okay.
We do these in we do these virtually, Kevin. You're not going to catch COVID from us. It's okay. Speaking of Missouri, this is interesting. This jogs a memory. I have been thinking and was thinking before COVID hit that maybe we ought to try to do a get together somewhere. And we discussed this many, many moons ago. And the idea was somewhere in Missouri, perhaps we could get together because it would be a relatively short drive for everyone from in the surrounding area. From Texas to Missouri's not terrible. Minnesota, Pastor Bennett could even make it. Mia and is over in Colorado. We've got members, a lot of members in Missouri. We've got Fairfax, Missouri. Thank you, Kevin. We have lots of members in Missouri. We have lots of members. We have members in Oklahoma. We have members in Texas, Colorado. Trust me, Kevin, I understand completely being busy. Yes, understand completely. You are excused. That's fine. We'll get together and we won't require masks. So what I'm thinking is sometime I would love to do something in the fall where all of us could get to, as many as can make it, can get together and maybe wrangle up a visit to a local range. Somebody, maybe it was Kevin, had mentioned that he might be able to hook us up with, there we go. Yes, we were emailing about getting everyone together. And I think maybe it was Kevin who was suggesting that maybe he could wrangle up a range for us so we could all go out and shoot or something, which would be awesome. So what do you guys think about that? Would Missouri be a good? I know.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I know Drew would think it's a great idea. Calroy probably not, being in California. But what do you think about the idea of a get together, face to face? I mean,
no, I would love that. My only problem with Missouri is the humidity.
Missouri. Well, that's why I'm thinking in the fall. when it's not Missouri, because Texas right now is not fun either.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Today I was so happy it only hit 100. Oh
wow! What part of California? Oh, you're in Boron. Boron is.
I'm in the Mojave Desert.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. we're getting ready to start and oddly enough, it's starting late this year. Usually Texas has already hit our stretch of, like, in July, we hit like 60 straight days of 100 degrees. We haven't hit 100 yet. It's weird. The rest of the country is experiencing this weird heat wave that, of course, the left is freaking out and saying, oh, it's the end of the world. It's global warming. But here in Texas, where it should be just absolutely hotter than the gates of hell, it's been low 90s at best. I mean, that's June weather for us.
That's nice.
Yeah. And we're scheduled to hit the hundreds in the next couple of weeks, which is weird. I mean, July is usually the crazy, when I first moved here 7 years ago, when you hit July, it was 100 degrees every day for about 2 months straight. And now, not so much. And I don't know what that says about the weird weather. I don't know that we're. I mean, you would think that if the world was coming to an end because of climate change, that Texas would be one of the worst places to be, but it's not.
We've had 100-degree weather since June, but it hasn't gone over 113, which is a lot. But 4 years ago, we had
hasn't been over 113.
Yeah, 4 years ago, we had a summer where for over a week it was in the 117, and back in the 80s it was like 120 for a week.
Yeah, but
so global warming's been very good to us.
Is it a dry heat though? And as Drew said, is it?
Yes, it absolutely is until it hits 100, and then it doesn't matter.
Then it doesn't matter.
You're just hot,
right? Because there's no way to be dry at 100.
Yeah, but no, it does make a difference. I was on the East Coast for several months, centered around July, and it was 85 degrees, and I could not wait to get back to my hotel room with the air conditioning. Every day, I just wanted to go back. It was so bad.
Yeah. We grew up in Western North Carolina, and in the summer, July, August, September, you walked outside and you were basically swimming in your own sweat for however long you were outside. It was awful. That's one of the reasons we came here. We were like, okay, it's hot, but it's the joke. It's the dry heat, but it actually is. You can stand to be outside at 90 degrees here. At home in North Carolina, you couldn't breathe outside in July at 90 degrees. It's just unbearable.
Yeah.
When we lived out in California, we'd go out to Lake Mead all the time and go water ski and get out there about midnight after work on Friday, sit out in the driveway and drink a beer. And it was about 100 degrees outside, but it was pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
And so you'd go into Vegas, it'd be 110. You'd be walking around, not sweating. So yeah,
the lack of humidity makes a huge difference.
It really does. I'm glad we're not down towards Houston, because Houston is like back home, but 10 times worse. So when I pitched this to my wife, when I got the job offer to move out here, and she was like, well, what's the weather like? And I said, well, it's basically warm year round. There might be a little bit of cold weather, which turned out to be a lie. It actually gets cold here. We've had some, like last year, like last winter, we had just this horrific cold snap, but that's like 130 years in the making. But normally it's nice year round. And she's like, okay, we're going, because she hates the cold weather. I kind of like it. I kind of like the cold winters with a little bit of snow. She hates it. So we came out here, and that the fact that we don't get the cold weather is what sold her on it. She doesn't care whether
here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not super cold. I don't think it got below the teens this last winter. It doesn't snow because it doesn't rain. But you can go visit the snow up on the mountains where it belongs.
You can go visit the snow.
I've shoveled snow. I don't want to do it anymore. When I lived in Oregon, I did that. That wasn't fun.
When I was a kid, we actually went camping in Death Valley a couple of times, and it's like 110 during the day, and it gets down to about 30 at night. It's really weird.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's a dry
weird place.
But it's a dry heat.
Yeah,
Is it a dry
will.
cold?
it's a dry cold too.
It's
Yeah,
a dry cold. It's a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, when it
You-
doesn't
you-
soak through, yeah, that's a whole different
Yeah.
deal.
It doesn't go down to the bone. It just goes partway through the flesh.
And if you're fleshy like me, then you're good. So, all right. So we'll try to work out some sort of a, see if we can get Kevin to recommend some locations. Maybe we can find us a suitable location to do a face-to-face hangout instead of just an online hangout, and see what we can do. That'd be great to meet everybody face-to-face. That would be pretty cool.
it would be.
It would. All right.
I'm going to see Dan Freeman in a couple of days.
Oh, that's right.
From
Dan,
Chehalis, from
Where's-
Chehalis, Oregon.
Chehalis, Washington.
Chehalis, Washington. Yeah, that's
Also, I think that's also the headquarters of the Second Amendment Foundation is in Chehalis, if I'm not mistaken.
could be. He and I are both attending the same conference beginning Monday afternoon up in the center of the country, Eagle, Nebraska.
Oh, I know where that is. Okay.
Do you actually?
Oddly, I think I have actually driven through.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
It's near
why.
Lincoln. It's near Lincoln. So
Right? Why was I there? I don't even remember. Probably
Well,
going to a
anyone's
match
there.
somewhere.
could be. It's a nice little town of about 150 people.
So when you guys are there for the conference, does it sort of double the size of the town?
It could, yeah. I'm not.
It's
It'd
an
be like
economic
about-
boom for Eagle, Nebraska.
There'll be like 90 of us there. We're all the hotels we're staying in are in Lincoln because there aren't any hotels in Eagle. So
Not even a
Oh,
motel.
that is
6.
small.
That is small.
Yeah.
Even we have a hotel or motel.
Right. Oh, wow. All right.
What's
Kevin
really-
says he'll hook us up. So that's sweet. All right. Good deal. I will touch base, Kevin, and we will work something out because I think that would be cool if we could get together and have a chance to hang out together, have a meal, maybe go out to the range, maybe worship together over the weekend. That would be great. That would be awesome. All right. 28 past the hour. So I am going to go ahead. I was thinking about what? No, it is. Yes. Okay. What time is it actually?
9 o'clock.
It is 9 o'clock. It's not 28 past the hour. It's 28 minutes into the show. I was thinking about 30 minutes into the show, we would do a giveaway. So I have got some cool ideas. I thought we would do something a little different this week, and we would give away some prizes and support some of our favorite Lutheran authors by giving away some cool books and a bit of Armed Lutheran swag as well. So my daughter, who is supposed to help me with the drawing, will probably show up here any minute. So I'll let you guys go. I'll drop you back to the green room, as it were. Thank you guys for. If you guys win, or even if you don't, I'll bring you back in here in a minute. So let me drop you out to. Let's see. Drop this here. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to give away some gifts, some prizes. Haven't done this in a while. Let me refresh my libation first. So what I've done is I have taken the entire list of all the members, and based on your membership level, you get a certain number of entries. So there are 92 entries total. And I think if you are, let me reach over here, and there she is. There is our assistant. I'll bring her over here in just a minute. So if you are at the At the top level, at the Concord Cannoneer, the $25 a month level, you have about 5% chance of winning something here tonight. The Augsburg Artilleryman level, the $15 a month membership level, the 4%, 3% for those of you who are Reformation Riflemen, the $10 a month level. The $5 a month members who are either on Patreon or on Wave, or who have paid through the Armed Lutheran, the Reformation Gun Club website, you got about a 2% chance, 1% for everybody else. And if there are still some members who are actually still paying on Patreon and who have paid through the Reformation Gun Club website, so you get extra entries for that. So let me go through what it is we're giving away here. So I have 2 copies. We're going to start out with a couple of non-Lutheran things first. So I have 2 copies of this most excellent book. This is Deadly Force: Understanding Your Right to Self-Defense by Massad Ayoob. This is one of the, whenever I talk to people about self-defense, about learning their rights, their responsibilities, learning about carrying a gun or owning a gun for the first time, this is one of the books that I recommend to people. I have 2 copies of this, and I am going to be giving that away tonight. Our good friend Calroy, who is with us tonight, has donated a copy of the Lyman 50th edition Reloading Handbook for us to give away. And I have this when I was reloading, which I kind of wish I still was, because we can't find any ammo anywhere. But then again, we can't find any bullets or components or anything. So it doesn't really matter. So, but when I was reloading, this was the Lyman Reloading Handbook was an absolute must-have. So we'll be giving away a copy of that. And then now let's get into the Lutheran authors that we'll be supporting as part of this giveaway. Oh, wait, we got one more non-Lutheran author. This is an awesome book. This is called Praying Safe. This is by The Professional Approach to Protecting Faith Communities. This is by the awesome Grant Cunningham and Joshua Gideon. And they are this is an excellent book for anyone who is interested in church security, and protecting your church, your faith community. This is an excellent book, and we'll be giving that away as well. Now, on to the Lutheran authors that we will be supporting tonight. The estimable Reverend Jonathan Fisk's book, Broken: 7 Christian Rules That Every Christian Ought to Break as Often as Possible. We'll be giving this away as well. A couple of other awesome Lutheran authors before I get to that one. I'm going to get, okay. So Pastor Brian Wolfmiller, who has been a guest on the show and who is a supporter of the show as well, and who had an entry in our Duty to Defend book, his book, A Martyr's Faith in a Faithless World. We're giving that away tonight. Raymond Keating, who is a member, who is a guest on the show, what's it been, 3 years ago, has written an absolutely fantastic, if you like kind of action spy thrillers, the Pastor Stephen Grant novels are fantastic. Self-published. These are great books. So The Traitor is one of his newer books. I'm giving that away tonight. And from members of the Reformation Gun Club, another member of the Reformation Gun Club, he wrote this, Capital Treason by the Reverend Richard Bolland. Richard Bolland has contributed to Duty to Defend, and he's written his own book, Capital Treason, which is an excellent. I've only just started it. You cannot, compare it to what's going on today, and it's kind of scary. But it's an excellent read so far, and everybody who I've talked to who's read it enjoyed it. So I'm giving away a copy of this as well. Reverend Bolland is a member of the Reformation Gun Club as well. We're giving away a copy of Duty to Defend, my book, Duty to Defend, defending God's word from those who misuse it in the gun rights debate. But also giving away, if you already have a copy if you win that and you already have a copy and you would rather have one of the yearbooks, Armed Lutheran Radio year 1, 2, 3, or 4, you can choose that. I will contact you and let you know. And you can choose which one you want. And then finally, sort of the grand prize, I guess. This is a classic. I only have 2 of these left. This is the Armed Lutheran Radio. Let me see if I can turn this around here. Armed Lutheran Radio coffee mug. Black on the inside, black handle, and the white on the outside. I love these mugs. These are great. This has the old Armed Lutheran Radio banner logo as well. So giving away one of those. So let's bring in our assistant, and let me explain. Reach over here. How this works. My estimable assistant is now. Why are you hiding behind the microphone? There we go. So I have a box full of entries here, and let me show you what I've got, how I've done this. So we'll be drawing numbers, and so they're numbered. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Numbered. This is 22. These are 22 TCM brass cases. Not that I reload them, but I harvested them whenever I shoot them. I always thought I might try to reload it, but I never did. But I've got lots and lots of this brass. So this is brass that I had cleaned, thinking that at some point I would reload. Now it's found another purpose, and that new purpose is that it's going to help us give away prizes. Right. So all of them are numbered, and then reach over here and get my list of numbers. So, nope. There. Okay, so I have my list, members and their numbers, and what we're going to do is we're going to start drawing these out. I'll let my assistant here shake this box up. Hang on, don't start shaking yet, because yes, it's going to be loud. Let me cleanse the palette. Perfect. Okay. What are we giving away first? You got to start at the bottom of the pile. We're going to give away a copy of Deadly Force, Understanding Your Right to Self-Defense. Now, we're going to do these giveaways. I think I'll do these giveaways. At the very least, I'm going to do another one right before Christmas. So if you want to be a part of it, and you want to, only members of the Reformation Gun Club are winning these. So these prizes are only for members of the Reformation Gun Club. If you are a member, you have a chance to win. Okay, so we're giving away our first copy of Deadly Force, Understanding Your Right to Self-Defense by Masad Ayub. Shake that box. Okay.
That good enough?
That's good. So reach in there and draw one out.
If I know how to open it.
All right. Draw one out. Not looking. What number have you got?
16.
16. Hold that up to the camera, please.
Okay. I already poked my nails.
There you go. Number 16. Let's see who that is. Number 16. Eric Shroud, I think. Eric, where are you? Eric S. Number 16. So, Eric, I will be getting in touch with you. You have won a copy.
Do I just lay this on?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'll put it. Actually, I'll put it.
Oh, faithful assistant.
Give me it. But I have to shake it.
Yeah, you got to do this like 10 more times.
No, it's gonna be so loud.
Let me mark down who won this. Okay, second copy. Second copy of Deadly Force. Here we go. She loves her job. Okay.
Very fun, but your ears hurt. I think I opened it correctly. There you go.
Don't look. Don't look.
I can. Number 11.
Number 11. Show that to the screen, please. Focus. Focus. There we go.
There you go.
Number 11. Who's number 11? Number 11 is Paul from McKinney, Texas. Paul from McKinney, Texas is our winner. He lives right down the street from me, like about 9 miles away. I dropped off swag at his house once. Right. He still has 3 more chances to win. Who was the other one?
Wow.
16? All right, so Eric wins. There we go. All right. So let's do this again. So I'm so disorganized.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to agree. Stop that. All right, we're giving away. Calroy, thank you so much for donating this for us to give away. I really do appreciate this. Like I said, when I was reloading this, it was absolutely indispensable. This is a fantastic resource. If you're just getting started reloading, or even if you're a longtime reloader, these are great books. This is the 50th edition. And as you can see, it's still in the plastic. That's fantastic. Thank you again, Calroy. Let's hold our ears and let's shake that again.
Okay.
Give it a good shake.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna wonder what's happening up there.
She's going to think we're tearing the house down.
Okay.
No cheating. Not that it would matter. You have no idea what any of this means. Who's the winner?
26.
Number 26. 26. That is Greg.
There we go. I got it perfect.
Greg from Holly, Michigan is our winner. Greg, thank you for your support and congratulations. Mark that down. Greg from Holly, Michigan. Congratulations to you and thank you so much. Greg is one of our gospel gunslingers. All right, so let's see what we got next. The last of the non-Lutheran books. This is Praying Safe from Grant Cunningham and Joshua Gideon. If you don't know Grant Cunningham, he's an excellent instructor. A prolific author, as it says on the back. And my daughter, there's Grant Cunningham right here. My daughter said that when I hosted at our local range a couple of years ago, I hosted a defensive pistol class with Grant Cunningham, and and we posed for a picture, and I showed it to Rylan afterwards, and she said, "Hey, you met Thomas Jefferson, or no, Ben Franklin.
Yeah, Ben Franklin.
You met Ben Franklin."
I forgot
Sorry,
about
Grant.
that.
And Joshua Gideon, a security professional with wide experience in executive protection and facility security. So this is a great book for anyone who's interested in protecting your church. Let's have it. Lock that back down and
Ready?
turn the microphone away. Go ahead. Okay, that's good. Do your thing. No peeking. You're peeking. That's not fair.
Not peeking. Okay, I got one.
Okay.
Oh.
Who's our winner?
Number. It's pretty big. It's bigger.
Ooh.
68.
68. Okay. Hold that up to this. Hold that up. 68.
There we go.
I printed a bunch of pages. Hey, Kevin from Fairfax, Missouri. Our good friend Kevin from Fairfax. You have won a copy, and he is watching tonight. So awesome. You've won a copy of Praying Safe. I'll be sending that to you, sir. Thank you so much for your support. All right. Next, as we get into our Lutheran authors that we're supporting tonight, Reverend Jonathan Fisk's book, Broken, 7 Christian Rules That Every Christian Ought to Break as Often as Possible. Wait. Let me write down Kevin, make sure Kevin gets his gift. All right. There we go. And Kevin, I'm so glad you were here to see this. That's cool. That's awesome. You are very welcome, Kevin. Thank you so much for your support. All right.
Oh wait, I'm not opening it.
That would be awful if you shook it and the lid came off and then the little bullet, the cases went everywhere.
Clean up. You ready?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I did a good upper.
Yeah. Side to side is the best.
But upper is
A little shimmy there, you know. No peeking.
It wasn't.
I know.
Number. Well, this is even bigger. 90.
Oh, wow. Okay. Show that to the screen.
Nice.
Show that to the camera, please. Oh, there we go. Finally, we'll. Number 90. Who that be? That is Frank. Frank from Lake City, Michigan. Frank, congratulations. You won Broken, a copy of Broken. Mark that down. So Frank from Lake City, Michigan, congratulations. I'll be sending you that. Pastor Wolfmuller's book is up next, A Martyr's Faith in a Faithless World. Pastor Wolfmuller was kind enough to be a guest a number of times on the show, and his books are fantastic. So let's go. Let's do another one.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. That should do it.
That should have done.
Yeah.
Oh.
No peekies.
I'm looking at the line. Okay. Oh.
Don't drop it.
Oh, God,
I really don't want to have those cases all over the floor.
Okay, this one's lower. Number 40.
Number 40.
It got caught on my shirt.
There we go. Number 40. Who is number 40? It is our friend William from Duncanville, Texas. One of our newer members. William, thank you so much for your support. And William from Duncanville, Texas, the winner of a Martyr's Faith in a Faithless World. I'll be sending that out to you this week, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, I don't know whether you are a fan of sort of thrillers and especially spy and action thrillers. I absolutely love Ray Keating's books. Not to say that I don't love the other ones that we've given away, but as a fan of this genre, I really love these novels. The Pastor Stephen Grant novel. Pastor Stephen Grant is a LCMS Lutheran pastor who was a former CIA assassin. And he's now an LCMS Lutheran pastor. So there's really cool stuff, really interesting theological stuff built into the storylines of these books. I absolutely love them. The Traitor is one of the newer ones. I'm not sure. This isn't the newest. Vatican something. One of it. Anyway, this is one of the newer ones. And if you haven't read Pastor Stephen Grant novels, you will absolutely love these. Love this. So this is one of my favorites. So here we go.
That book seems good.
It is very good.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep. That's good.
I'm the first one to say it. Okay. Please don't get caught in my shirt again. And the winner is number 48.
48. 48 is Scott from Granville, Ohio. Let's see. It won't focus. Come on. Focus. I haven't showed that. Okay. Close enough. Scott, thank you so much. And congratulations. I'm sending you a copy of Ray Keating's book, The Traitor. Make a note here. All right. So next, our own Reformation Gun Club member and contributor to the book Duty to Defend, the Reverend Richard Boland. His book, Capital Treason, which is scary in terms of what we are seeing going on in the country currently. You definitely want to read this book. You will enjoy it. Let me just give you a little of the background. I really enjoyed Pastor Boland's work, especially the contributions that he made to the book. What would it take to ensure that the United States of America finally became the socialist/communist nation so many of the left desire it to be? To what lengths would they go in order to achieve their desired ends? In Capital Treason, these questions are answered with an unequivocal by any means necessary. This is a really good book. It's a scary book considering what's coming up, what's happening in the country currently. And it is by a member of the Reformation Gun Club. How awesome is that? All right, so let's give this one away.
Ready?
Yes. Awesome. Well done.
Number 43.
43. Show that one to the screen if you
The
would.
past 3 ones have been in the 40s.
No, there was a 60 in there somewhere. 43, you say? Our friend David from Milford, Connecticut is our winner. All right. David, congratulations. Thank you so much for your support. I will be sending you a copy of Capital Treason this week. All right. Let's see what's next. Next up is a book from well, no, we're going to go ahead and give away a copy of Duty to Defend. This is the last copy I have in my possession.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'll be signing this for the winner. And if you would prefer to have another of the books in the Armed Lutheran library, years 1 through 4, I will contact you and let you know, just to confirm what you want. So let's give that one away. Time for another shaky shake.
Ready? You froze for a minute. You went,
Just checking to see what you were up to.
number 9.
Number 9. Number 9.
It's our first 1 digit.
Paul from McKinney, Texas. You've won again.
Wow.
You're going to be getting a copy. Now, I think Paul maybe has a copy of Duty to Defend. So I'm going to check with him and make sure and see if he does. So Paul has won a couple of books this go around. Congratulations, Paul, and thank you again for your support. Really do appreciate it. Paul, I think, is our only Concord Cannoneer member, which is I really appreciate everything that you do to support the show, all of you. All right, 2 last gifts. So I'm going to give away one of these, one of the yearbooks, or even, and I couldn't find it. I've got it laying around here somewhere. One of the original year 1 through year 4 books, or the first one, which is Here I Blog, which was the first of the Armed Lutheran books. So your choice, whichever of the 4 you want, or 5. So let's do that, and then we'll give away the mug, and we'll wrap this thing up. Go ahead, shaky, shaky.
Oh. Nothing's good.
I'm immune to it at this point.
Oh,
It's an interesting way of doing it.
it is.
It works.
No one can see. Number 88
88.
went from a small number to a big number.
There we go. 88. That is one of our oldest members, Brian from Riverton, Wyoming. Brian, congratulations. Thank you so much. Let's see. And I will be getting in touch with you to see which one of those books you want. Thank you so much for your support over the years. Last but not least, we're going to be giving away this classic Armed Lutheran Radio mug. This is the old Armed Lutheran Radio banner logo with, of course, the caricature Armed Luther there. See if I can get that without actually getting a... Yeah, there you go. So I'll be giving away one of these. We'll be giving away one of these next time as well, which will be probably closer to Christmas. We'll see. Or maybe in 3 months.
I like
Who
the
knows?
Design on it.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I like it too.
Oh.
You got to shake it first.
I always do that. Well, always.
It's hard to find good help.
Did you notice I didn't alarm you that time?
Yeah, I know. I'm deaf at this point.
Good.
What do you mean good? Hey, come on now. I get no respect. No respect, I tell you.
Number 2.
Number 2? Our newest member, who is not really a new member, Anthony Hilton. Anthony, I love you, from Cottonwood Heights, Utah. Anthony was a member for a long time and then discontinued, and now he's back. He's rejoined, and I thank you so much for your support. Anthony rejoined the Reformation Gun Club earlier this week. Thank you so much for your support again, and I thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And congratulations. So I'll be contacting you and sending you out the mug this week as well. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I got a private chat from Drew, who had to run, and because he is up, Drew, who joined us earlier, and who was is got to preach the gospel tomorrow morning. So thank you, Drew, for being here. Calroy, thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you for donating the book to give away, and thank you for being here tonight. I know you've not been able to join us because I've done a terrible job of letting everybody know when these things are happening, and I'm trying to do better. So thank you again, and thank you to my wonderful assistant for your help. Thank you so much.
Best person in this room.
Anyway. So, as we wrap this thing up, I want to thank everybody who watched tonight. I want to thank all the members. I want to, Sergeant Bill wasn't able to be with us because he was playing golf and having dinner with his family, which is fine, which is great. I got a chance to meet his family, and they are awesome. I don't know whether I posted that video of the 4th of July party at Sergeant Bill's house. Ryan and I went and had a great time. Got a chance finally to meet his mom and dad, who are awesome people, and had a great time. So Bill, if you're still around watching, thank you so much for your invitation to that, and don't worry about it, brother. We'll get together next time, and hopefully I can get out. No, I'm not getting out to the range when it's 1,000 degrees outside. That's not going to happen. So maybe when it cools off, we'll get out to the range. Thank you all so much for being here, for being a part of this, and thank you to the members of the Reformation Gun Club for your continued support for the show. I am humbled at the support that we have received over the years from members of the Reformation Gun Club, and I am really, really grateful for everything that you guys do to help make it possible for us to do the craziness that we do, including this craziness.
Hey.
Thank you for your help as well. So next time, next month, gosh, it's August already.
Summer
We'll
flew by.
what?
Summer has just flew by.
Flown by. Yes, it has. Summer is just, yeah. Where did it go? So we'll have we'll plan another one of these, and Calroy, I promise you, I'll do a better job. This month was better. This month I did a better job of promoting it. I will do a better job going forward, and I appreciate you being here, Drew. Thank you so much for being here as well. For all of you who watched and commented, Kevin and Ed, thank you so much as well for your comments, and to all the members of the Reformation Gun Club who continue to support the show and make all of this possible. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate everything that you guys do. And again, there's no okay. No embarrassing the host, okay? We have no show tomorrow because, as I said earlier, this week has been absolutely insane at work, and I had no opportunity to do any show prep whatsoever. So no show tomorrow, but episode 270, what are we up to? 276 will be next weekend, next Sunday. Either a variety show. I think Pastor Bennett is taking a trip to see the Creation Museum with his family, so he may not be available. So I think we'll probably do a variety show next week for episode 276, and then we'll do a Clinging. We'll get back together with Pastor Bennett for Clinging God and Guns on episode 277 in 2 weeks. So thank you again, all of you. Thank you so much for your support for Armed Lutheran Radio over the years. I really, really do appreciate it. We'll do another of these giveaways soon, probably in I would like to do one every quarter. So we'll see if we can wrangle that, if we can arrange that. To Paul and to Anthony and to Eric Shroud and to Greg and William and David and Scott and Kevin, congratulations. I'll be getting in touch with you this week. And Frank and Brian, I will be getting in touch with you this week to send you out your prizes. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Have a blessed Sunday, and I will talk to you again next week.